Robert Smith, and I'm with NOV Completion and Production with Wellstream Processing.
Well, explain that a little bit. I didn't even get a chance to write the whole thing down, and go ahead, man.
NOV has three different segments that have many different divisions under those. NOV basically provides just about any product for the oil and gas industry, and a lot outside of the oil and gas industry, in fact. But luckily, they only give us a few items to deal with, so makes it a lot easier for us. What we do in the Wellstream Processing, we mainly handle, my small group, we mainly handle saltwater disposal equipment, and we handle sand traps. It's the main thing we handle, which saltwater and sand are really big issues in the Permian and all of the other basins, in fact, right now. So it's a good business to be in, a good place to be in.
You know, I just got off the phone with a CEO of a company, and that was one of the things he mentioned was that the frac sand crews and even the frac sand were starting to turn some heads in terms of trying, supply and demand. We'll just call it that. There seems to be not a hiccup or not a disruptor or anything, but there's a lot more attention being paid to that. Is that a fair way to state it?
Absolutely. It's definitely a possible bottleneck. The availability of sand and the ability to dispose of your water. And one thing we really dig into in my division at NOV is we handle saltwater disposal facilities. And we can do anything from provide a single component for that saltwater disposal facility up to a turnkey facility. And that's really big right now. There's some really aggressive drilling plans in the Permian. I mean, we see rigs right now. There's almost 500 rigs in the Permian. But it's hard to believe what some of these companies are telling me right now where they want to be in a few years, how many more rigs they want, how many more wells they want to be drilling. It's a great place to be and a great time to be here.
You use the term aggressive. That obviously means a very rapid acceleration in the terms of business. What do you see as a way to satisfy that term aggressive, business-wise?
The oil companies really having to get aggressive to get their equipment they need. Like I said, there's a shortage of sand. There's shortages of places to dispose of water. A lot of the water now is being recycled and reused because all this water that they're pumping down hole for the fracs, it's going to come back. So they've got to do something with that water. And what they really like to do is be able to reuse it all. It's just really hard to do because it takes so much storage. That's mainly where we're focusing our energies on saltwater disposal. And when that water comes back, you're also going to get a lot of sand coming back with that. If you just let that sand go to your production equipment, which is there for the lifetime of the well, it's going to cause a lot of destruction on that equipment. We have a lot of sand handling capabilities that a lot of customers are really interested in right now, and we're really seeing a lot of things, since this started, a lot of things are really coming to the top of the water, and they're really seeing what's going on.
How does that work when that comes back? I mean, you don't have to get into the exact science of it, but you're right. You've got that salt water and sand that comes back together. What's the next steps on that?
Well, like I say, you got to keep that sand from going into your production equipment. So what they do there is they'll use a sand trap. And we have a 48-inch ID, 5,000-pound sand trap that's been really popular with a lot of the producers here and a lot of the flowback companies. It allows you to hold a lot of sand and keep that sand from going into your production equipment. And the water, like I say, it's just got to be reused or put down a disposal well. And a lot of disposal wells are going to have to be drilled. There's with this aggressive drilling schedule for these companies, they're going to have a lot of disposal wells. Right now, we've got a lot of commercial saltwater disposal companies coming in. These guys are really laying a lot of pipelines, building a lot of infrastructure for saltwater as well.
Robert Smith, NOV Completions and Production. I wrote down the sand trap because I could see where that's probably, that's the unsung hero in this whole thing. You're right. I mean, I did so many stories on the different size of frac sand and the different shape and all these different things, to where I could see where that sand trap's got to be a pretty high quality thing in order to keep the rest moving, huh?
It really is, and they're going to a smaller and smaller mesh on the sand, so it's they really got to look at some new ways of handling the smaller sand. The way they were doing it 2 or 3 years ago is not working. That sand's just going right on through. So, yeah, there's got to look at new ways of doing things.
Well, and that's what I was thinking, going, the world of frac sand became so innovative. I could see where that has a direct impact to what you do, because your sand, something as simple as the sand trap has to be innovative as well. So talk to me a little bit about the innovation within your entire, your entire sector within the oil and gas, from the sand traps. Are you seeing other things that have become more innovative?
Yeah, a little. Most of this stuff is, same as it was when I started in this business in 91. Very few changes. A lot of it's actually, I saw some really high technology in a lot of the older equipment I used to work on, and it seems like there was a time in between then and now to where a lot of the vessels kind of got away from all the technology. And now I think we're seeing a turn to go back to some of that technology. They're seeing how important it was, and it's really solving some of the problems they've got today. And what we're also seeing is a lot of the producers, like I say there, they've got really aggressive drilling plans, and they need somebody to build production equipment, and actually a lot of them have called on us to produce that equipment. And we bought a new shop in the Oklahoma City area.
What are you seeing overall, just the overall activity outside of your business? You guys deal with a lot of people throughout the day, obviously. The oil and gas industry, I like to say, is everybody from the CEOs to the truck drivers to the cafe owners and everybody in between. What kind of things are you hearing out there?
Everybody's busy. Everybody's looking for help. It's really hard to find good help here. You go around town, every restaurant or store you go into has got help wanted signs. A lot of jobs out here, and I think I'm hearing a lot from the frac companies, rig companies, such as that. They just need more and more people. More and more people is going to be more and more equipment as well. So I think we're seeing a little bottleneck. There's always a chance for a bottleneck. When something's growing as fast as this industry is in this area, you're going to see bottlenecks.
Anything that we forgot? Anything you want to reiterate? I like to give guests the final word, so that way the question isn't framed by me. But go ahead, sir. The floor is yours.
No, Jason, I appreciate your time, and be happy to talk to you at any time. But it's a really busy time here. Like I said, we've got almost 500 rigs in the Permian right now, and it's a great place to be, and some great people in this area for sure.